In today's video, I'll be reviewing the PSP. I'll be going through its performance as well as its capabilities. If you are interested in picking one up, or if you're simply curious about the device, stay tuned as this video is meant for you. What's up guys? As you'll know by now, I'm the Revenger's Hammer. Starting off, let's go through a walkthrough of the device. On the left hand side you have the direction pads. On the right hand side of the device you have the typical PlayStation buttons. The bottom you have the 3.5 auxiliary port. This is for wired headphones, as well as the DC in, the barrel connector. The first thing that you'd notice when you look at the PSP is the 4.3-inch LCD display, but seeing as though it's such a small device, it actually does, it's good enough. First question, is it actually playable in 2023? Yes, it is. I mean, you can't compare it to something like a PS4 or PS5, but you certainly can compare it to gaming on an Android phone or one of these retro emulators. It's better than the PS1, it's slightly less powerful than the PS2, so that sort of gives you the genre or the age of the device. But in today's terms, yes it is. Who is this device actually meant for? It's obviously not meant for a competitive gamer. If you're someone who's going to be playing at least 2-3 hours a day, I wouldn't recommend this. So, I mean, it does have a pretty decent lineup of games. As you can see, it's at least 1,000 odd games. One thing to note is that you can't really buy the UMD discs anymore, so you can't go out to a Walmart or to Amazon and buy the games. You can actually get them on eBay secondhand. Obviously, with all other communities, someone hacked this. They call it homebrew or custom firmware. What this means is you sort of reinstall the operating system on it and you can download games and play it that way. That's what I've done. I did have some UMD discs, but I've sold them. First accessory which you will need is a micro SD card converter. It's exactly that. You put in a micro SD card and it converts it into a MS Pro Duo. The MS Pro Duo cards are too expensive and it's for a lot less memory. So rather just get the converter, download all the games that you want to it, and voila, as you can see, you have a whole entire catalog at your disposal. Next question, is there sort of an age restriction, or is it for males or females or anything in between? It's for anyone and everyone who wants a little bit of mobile gaming. Like I said, you can't compare this to the Nintendo Switch or later PCs or consoles. It's for anyone who wants a few hours to kill at a time. This is the device for you. Obviously, you need to like gaming in order to actually game. The one thing I don't like about this device is that it has no Bluetooth. So you can't connect Bluetooth headphones to it. That's why one of my accessories, as you can see, is the Skull Candy earphones. I'll link the exact model down below. It has no mic and it's just earphones, connects via the aux cable, and you're good to go. Battery life, so if your battery is in good condition, you'll easily get 3 to 4 hours use out of it. I find this to be quite pleasant and enough for me, at least per session. There's workarounds around this. I mean, the batteries are so cheap, you can easily buy a spare battery, or alternatively, as you can see, this accessory here, it's a USB to barrel connector. So just plug it into a power bank or something and you can still play while you on the go, or it's still technically a mobile gaming console, just as a USB connector to the barrel converter. Alternatively, you can charge it via mini USB, so not micro USB but mini USB. Next accessory, it is a micro to mini converter. This only works, however, when it's connected to a computer. So if you connect the mini USB to a power brick, it won't charge. So it only charges when connected to a computer. Final accessory is of course a protective case. Why I recommend this is it's an old device. It's quite robust, so I mean it can take a beating. If you drop it so it can take a beating. You don't need it, but it's a 20-year-old device. You don't want to test the waters with it. Just get yourself a cheap pencil case or a cheap solid hard case. So overall final verdict, it is a great device, exceptionally worth the bang for buck. I mean, it's so dirt cheap right now. It'll get you a few hours at a time, easy. It will keep you captivated. Gameplay is awesome. There's nothing to compare it to. It's like playing on a PS1 right now. You can't really compare it to a PS5. So for these classic games that we've all known from the past 10-15 years, you get to play them once again. Gameplay is good. Overall, I love the device. I recommend the device. I also recommend running the custom firmware, so you can just download games and play them. It's going to be really tough to find the games that you want to actually buy them unless you know of a second-hand store, or if you manage to track it down on eBay. But each to their own. You need the micro SD card converter as well as to run the custom firmware on the device. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was educational. If you were in the market or thinking about getting one, I hope I managed to convince you to actually buy one. Let me know down in the comments below what's your thoughts. Maybe you weren't even considering one, but now that you've watched this video, you actually might get one. Let me know. I'm always happy to hear and happy to help. Let me know if there's anything else that I can answer about this device. Thank you. Stay tuned. New videos coming soon.